Welcome, everyone, and glad to have you with us from Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. Hockey and all of his friends ready to go and amped up for what we have in store. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Georgia Bulldogs. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense will get the first crack at it here. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
From the gun, running back on the move. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. The Gamecocks want to move quickly. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Fires to the tight end. He moves the chains.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
On the ground with the counter. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play just pushes the pile to get that first down.
And the Gamecocks are on the move. Off the RPO, complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a third down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
He'll call for the fair catch here. So Georgia's offense will go to work for the first time. When you have a weapon like this on the outside and a guy in the secondary whose job is to take everything away, it's going to be a great matchup, guys.
It's so fun to see how you attack great safeties in the middle of the field. Are you willing to do that, or are you going to try to live on the perimeter? This offensive matchup will be great.
Yeah, normally you'd say receiver versus safety, the receiver's going to win. This safety, though, has got the speed to run with this guy, and he's going to make it interesting back there.
Looking to throw, it's long. They're trying to get to it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
Hold it. Open.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Presley. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Now on second down. From the gun to give, looking for room. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Handoff from the gun. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. The Gamecocks in the hurry-up. They'll run play action. Pressure coming. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Feeling some heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Gamecocks decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. To the air. It's long. Gets it out fast. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but
the ball's free. And the defense.
He was down.
Get that turnover. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. Quarterback will keep it. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space. It's Murphy. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
First and goal, Georgia.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Makes the grab on the left. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia!
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They are in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to try to return this one. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit in this one.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. On the ground, it's Morris. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. The Gamecocks are in the hurry-up. On second down, just keeps firing. Got it in the middle, it's Frazier. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. He'll keep it himself. Hard running there. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He makes the connection. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Offense gets set for second down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Fast motion from the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line getting set on second down. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Oh, it's out. Oh, looks as if the defense got it.
Well, these wide receivers are so fast nowadays. They're such big playmakers. I just want to get it to them and let them make it happen. But a lot of times, we're running to them, too. We're focused on chasing him down and funneling the football in the right direction. Defense swarmed, did a good job getting their hand on the football, causing the fumble from the wide receiver.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. Coming after him. Trying to escape and get it himself. Got room at the 35. And he was on his way, and they get him down at at the 30.
These quarterbacks are nightmares to play. Pretty good coverage on the outside. Man-to-man, nobody looking at the quarterback. He takes off. He doesn't look like a quarterback. Looks like a running back. Chews up yards, gets way down the field, and makes a big play for this offense.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. And the Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Snagged in the middle, it's Murphy. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll go back to the ground. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
Quarterback keeper. The Dogs will have a first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Dogs! Ready to try the point after. When the quarterback runs it, he's got the extra blocker, and I don't even know if he needed it. He just gashed them there.
Yeah, Reese. I mean, this offensive coordinator does a good job scheming ways to get this quarterback out into space with the ball in his hands. And when he's there, he can make people miss. And if he gets into the second level of your defense, that dude is gone.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. Off the play fake. Fires to the right. He makes the catch. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. If there's ever been a position group that sort of identifies with the team's mascot, it would be the bulldog mentality of this Georgia front.
Those hunkering down dogs up front, they got to hunker down and stop the run and be physical. And then guess what? It gets into passing situations. Now I'm quick. Now I'm on the edge. Now I'm making that quarterback's life a living you-know-what.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. The Gamecocks line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns. And he's running in the open. The 40, the 30. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or 2 and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it first and 10 just outside the 20. He'll pull it down, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket after that. Excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback, and you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
Here comes the offense on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Ball And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Timing has to be so good. You're throwing into zone defense over the middle of the field. Ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. On second down, he's looking downfield. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that first down. To the air on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time it's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man downfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. And that ball is picked off.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision.
And the defense gets to the quarterback. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
You want to change some of this bad luck you've had so far around? Get after the quarterback and get his butt on the ground. Nice job by the defense. This game ain't over. It's still the first half. This is a good start.
Back to throw. It's long. Fires one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on third and long. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Slips through the line, and the punt team able to sling him to the ground. First down here for the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Complete downfield. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top on first down. A strike downfield. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Trying to find his man on first down. And it's incomplete. He was wild, high and wide on that one. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And the Gamecocks will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return. Great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
He's got
some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent. And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. They're bringing heat. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give from the gun. Pickup of 1. It's down at the 11.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take it.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll throw it on first down. Zings it complete to the right. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room. Going up top on first down. He looks that one in nicely. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. He wants to throw here on second down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, no surprise there on defense, right? You know the QB is going to be trying to target this guy. Nice job in coverage forcing that incompletion.
The aerial assault continues. Getting some heat. They get to him as he throws. And it's picked off. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now on second and goal. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get...
Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Troy took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week. And the end result was a focused group of Trojans that fired on all cylinders. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Gamecocks heading quickly to the line.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep.
And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when three-time All-American David Pollock played on the Georgia defensive front. Whatever happened to that guy?
Washed up old guy. I've heard bad things about that guy. But no, when you look at these defenses Georgia's had, these dominant defenses, man, it's just big, physical guys up front. You think about the Jordan Davises and the Trayvon Walkers of the recent past, just guys that dominate a football game. You have to know where they're at on every snap.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Looking left. Got his man. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Red pass, it's complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Special teams coming through as they pin him back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. He'll do it himself. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. I understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Georgia going back to work with another first down. Looking to move it through the air. He's going to take off. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Murphy. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Pocket starts to collapse. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrecked.
And the defense as there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Georgia.
And they've converted their first 2 third-down opportunities, but a 3rd and long is a different animal. Dropping back, it's long. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. And it's right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further.
South Carolina, 3.
And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Going to try to get it himself. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. Relying on the run, he gets... He's knocked down, balls at the 13. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Off the boot, looking for his man. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? On the move. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Touchdown, Georgia! And the route is on. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Quarterback adapting. He'll try to do it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Finds his tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires downfield. It's caught downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He's looking to throw it. Finds the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Buying some time. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there. Understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Finds his big tight end. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. 6th play of the drive coming up. Dialing up a second down pass play. It's complete to the right. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Comes out throwing on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Blasted as he lets it go. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
Man, I love these guys' toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel, gets nailed, but is able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
Unleashes to the end zone. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's the fabulous part of it. A late touchdown. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. They'll run it to keep the clock moving.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good